Hi students, today we are learning how to solve linear recurrence relation with the help of the characteristic root method. First we will see working rule. Working rule is very simple. First you have to uh, consider the given homogeneous recurrence relation. So what is the recurrence relation given here means this is a recurrence relation I have. So for this recurrence relation you have to find the characteristic equation. How to find the characteristic equation is somewhat simple, it is not difficult. Before finding a characteristic equation, you have to find the degree of this equation. So that is the degree of the equation 1. I am finding the degree of the equation. Degree of equation is somewhat simple. What is the degree of the equation here means, you can take what is the maximum suffix value of the recurrence in the recurrence relation. Here the maximum suffix value of an is n here, and n minus 1 is also there, n minus 2 is also there. Among that the maximum one is n. And also I am considering minimum among that is n is a maximum and the minimum must be n minus 2. If you are subtracting that one, that is you are taking difference of this one, that is the degree of the recurrence relation. So if you are subtracting that one, I got a 2. So then I can conclude this homogeneous equation having a degree 2. And after finding the degree, you can conclude the characteristic equation becomes having a degree 2 polynomial. Okay, and now I'm giving idea to find the characteristic equation. What you have to do, I concluded the degree is 2, therefore I want to start with r square. So because my characteristic equation having a degree 2. Okay. R square is there. For the maximum degree you can put r square, and after you have this is an. Okay, so for the maximum n value term you have to put r square, and the next term you have to apply what? So this is r an minus 1. Then you can reduce 1 degree less here. So therefore this is r power 1. It is one more term should be reduced. This is r power 0, but r power 0 is no need to write because r power 0 is 1. So just you are writing as it is, it's okay. So then you can conclude this is an idea for what? This is an idea for finding characteristic equation of the given recurrence relation. Okay. So after finding the characteristic equation, it is possible to solve this equation. How you can solve this equation means it is simple. It is a quadratic equation. You have an idea to solve, and after solving this one, r having a 2 values, that is 2 roots. That is one is r1, one more is r2. That r1 and r2 having a 2 natures. So sorry, 3 natures. What are the 3 natures you have means either r1, r2 are real and different, or otherwise r1, r2 are real and equal, and finally r1, r2 may be the complex number. So these 3 cases arise. So for the each cases you have to apply the solution of the homogeneous equation idea. That is, if the r1 and r2 is real and different, if you have like that, real and different means, so the solution of the given recurrence relation is an is equal to a into r1 power n plus b into r2 power n, where a, b are arbitrary constant. Actually what we are doing here means we are just r1, r2 is a root, for that we are raising power n. So that you have, but we are multiplying the arbitrary constant, a, b, that is you have. If the recurrence relation characteristic equation having a root r1 and r2, that must be equal and also real. If it is like that means, so this is a corresponding solution for the recurrence relation, that is a plus b into n into r power n. Here also the a, b are arbitrary constant. If it is a complex number r1, complex number, you know, always the complex number occurs in pair. One is alpha plus I beta means another one is alpha minus I beta. If r1, r2 are complex number, that is r1 is equal to alpha plus I beta and r2 is equal to alpha minus I beta. It comes like that because every complex number occurs in pair. So if you have like that, means you can conclude what is the R value. So it is easy to find the R value. R value is nothing but square root of alpha square plus beta square. And you can find what is the theta value. The theta value is nothing but tan inverse of beta by alpha, or otherwise tan theta is equal to beta by alpha. After finding this one, you can write the general solution of an is like that. An is equal to r power n into a cos n theta plus b sin n theta. So this with the help of this three idea, we have to find the general solution of the homogeneous equation. Now we'll go for the problem. The first problem is find the solution to the recurrence relation. The recurrence relation is mentioned here. So this is a recurrence relation with the initial condition. So here initial condition a0 is equal to 2 and a1 equal to 5 and a2 equal to 15. So these are the initial condition you have. Okay. So first I will start now the problem. So solution, in that I am writing given equation as it is. Given equation is an is equal to 6 into an minus 1 minus 11 into an minus 2 plus 6 into an minus 3. So what are the initial condition given to you? That is a0 equal to 2 and a1 equal to 5. Finally, you got a2 equal to 15. For my convenient, I am writing this one and this one as an one side. That is, I am taking this part into the other side. We are getting this one as minus 6 an minus 1. Okay, and the next term must be plus 11. If you are taking in that side, you are getting that one. So this is minus 6 into an minus 3 is equal to 0. And after converting like that, just identify what is the degree of this one. That is must, because I want to write the characteristic equation. To write the characteristic equation, I want to conclude degree. Okay, degree. To find the degree, as I told earlier, in that an values, that is ha values, what is the maximum suffix value and minimum suffix value I want to identify. I find that the maximum suffix values occur here, that is an. And the minimum suffix value is occur here, that is you have an minus 3. Okay, so therefore you can subtract n minus 3. So if you are subtracting like that, you got a degree, that is n cancel, you are getting the degree is 3. If the degree is 3 means the characteristic equation having order 3. And how you can write the characteristic equation? It is simple. You will start with the maximum degree. Actually the maximum degree is, so that is maximum suffix term, not a degree. Maximum suffix term is an. For that you have to put r power 3. Okay, as I told, degree 3 means 3 degree polynomial comes as a characteristic equation. Then r cube minus 6 into it is having n minus 1. It is n minus 1. Therefore you have to reduce one more degree now. So if you are reducing one more degree, you are getting r square. And plus 11 into one more degree is reduced here because n minus 2 coming here, so r power 1, and minus 6 into one more degree you have to reduce, that is r power 0. I think it is no need to write what is r power 0, just instead of r power 0 I will write 1 itself, so that is no need to write. And the same way the r power 1 is there, that also I don't want to write. Okay, just I will write r. This is a characteristic equation. Now I am trying to find the roots of this characteristic equation. So because with the help of the roots only I want to conclude the general solution. So what is r cube minus 6r square plus 11r minus 6 is equal to 0 is there. For that I am finding the roots of this one with the help of, if you are putting r is equal to 1, then in the above equation you are getting 1 cube is 1 and this must be 6 and this must be 11 and this must be 6. So I got a 0 answer. So therefore what you can conclude, r equal to 1 is 1 root. Okay, is root, is the root. Okay, so after that I want to find the other roots. To find the other roots I am going for diminishing the equation by the help of the L division. Okay, so I am going for L division and I am writing the coefficient of the equation. So that is you have 1 minus 6, 11 minus 6. So that's you have. Just look look here, you have 1 minus 6, 11 minus 6. That is you have, okay. I am writing that one. I am making L division with 1, so therefore it is 0. And if you are adding, you are getting 1, and if you are multiplying, you are getting 1. This is you have minus 5. If you are multiplying, you are getting minus 5 here, and after you got a 6. If you are adding the vertically, you are adding 11 minus 5 is 6, and if you are multiplying here, you are getting 6. Totally, you got a 0. Yeah. So then you can conclude R is equal to 1 as a root. Already we concluded. Other two roots are obtained by these three terms. So I am writing that three terms, that is in the form of quadratic equation. That is, you have r square minus 5r plus 6 is equal to 0. So I am solving this equation. If you are solving this equation, you are getting roots of the corresponding thing. Multiplication is 6 and addition is minus 5. So then I want to allot 3, 2, but especially I need a plus 6 and minus 5. That's why minus I am allotting minus 3 and minus 2. So therefore r minus 3 into r minus 2 is equal to 0. That you have a factors. Therefore you are getting r is equal to 3, 2. Already I find that r is equal to 1 as a root. Therefore, we can conclude r is equal to 1, 2, 3 are the roots. I find that the characteristic roots. After finding the characteristic root, I am observing here whether it is a real numbers. Yeah, exactly, it is a real numbers. 1, 2, 3 are real numbers. Whether it is a different one. Yes, exactly, it is a different one. If it is a real and different like that, that is, you are getting R1, R2. So then the solution of the homogeneous recurrence relation is An is equal to capital A into R1 power n plus capital B into R2 power n. That you have. Suppose you are having one more R3, nothing, you have to add one more arbitrary constant C into R3 power n. Okay. Yeah. So with the help of this idea, I am concluding the general solution of the given equation. Therefore, the general solution is An is equal to capital A into 1 power n, that is the first root, and plus B into 2 power n plus C into 3 power n. These are all. So this is a general solution. Still the problem is not over because I am not using the initial condition. What is a given initial condition means? The given data in that initial condition. Just I will scroll up and I will show it to you. So what is the given data? Actually the given data is here. See that? So this is a given data. A2 is 2 and A1 is, A0 is 2 and A1 is 5 and A2 is 15. Okay. So 2, 5, 15 are there for A0, A1, A2. Okay, so 2, 5, 15 are there. So just I will rewrite that one. A0 is 2 and A1 is 5 and A2 is 15. Okay, so with the help of this one, I want to find what is A, B, C. So that is my aim. So this is a general solution. Just I am highlighting here. Finally, I want to conclude this one as a solution. But what is my aim is I want to find the arbitrary constant A, B, C. If you have any initial condition, you can go for what? Arbitrary constant. Finding arbitrary constant if you have any initial condition. Okay. So that's why with the help of the one, I am finding what is A0. A0 is nothing but A. Wherever n is there, you have to place what? 0. So if you are placing 0, you are getting A, B, C. That's you have. So what is the A0 value? That is 2. So therefore, you are getting 2 is equal to A plus B plus C. So that you have. This is a equation 2. I am writing this as a equation 2. Same with the help of the same one, I will find what is A1. A1 means in this equation, I want to put every n as 1. So if you are putting every n as 1, you got A plus 2B. This is you are getting 3C. This gives the idea. A1 is 5. So therefore you have A plus 2B plus 3C. It is 3C I think. Yeah. 3C. It is equation number 3. Okay. And finally you are getting from the same equation 1, I am finding what is A2 because I have an initial condition A2. So then you have A here again, and it is 2 power 2 means you are getting 4B. 3 power 2 means you are getting 9C. That you have. Finally, you are getting 15 is equal to A plus 4B plus 9C. So this is the equation number 4. If you are solving this, now I am solving the equation 2, 3, 4. For to solve that one, just I am subtracting 2 minus 3. If you are subtracting 2 minus 3, what you are getting? The A term is cancelled. So if you are doing like that, it is somewhat better. Instead of 2 minus 3, if you are doing 3 minus 2, it is somewhat better, I think. Yeah. So 3 minus 2 you are doing means 5 minus 2. So the 5 minus 2 is 3. And A minus A, it is 0. 2 minus B is B you have. And you have 3C minus C. Therefore, you are getting 2C. It is a new equation 5 you have. Okay. And next, equation 4 is subtracted with 3. If you are subtracting like that, you are getting 10. And it is 0. And if you are subtracting here 2B, okay. And the next 9 minus 3 means you are getting 6C. That's you are getting. It is a equation 6. Instead of that one, just I am simplifying and I am writing. That is better. If you are doing a simplification, you are getting 5. Everything is divisible by 2. That's why I am writing like that. Plus, if you are dividing here also 2, you are getting 3C. It is a equation number 6. That's you have. Okay. So what you have to do? Now you can subtract 6 minus 5. If you are subtracting from this one, with the help of this two equation, I am doing 6 minus 6 minus 5. If you are doing 6 minus 5, you are getting equation 5 minus 3 is 2. B minus B is 0. That you have. B minus B is 0. Okay. 3C minus C is C. So then I got a C is equal to 2. So if you are substituting that one in equation 5 implies you are getting 3 is equal to B plus 2 into 2. So that is you are having 4. 4 comes this side means you are getting B equal to minus 1. I find out what is a C value and also I find out what is a B value. I want to conclude what is the A value. That's why I am taking equation 2. Equation 2 where it is here. Note it. So equation 2 is here. So that's you have 2 is equal to A plus B. That is you have minus 1 and plus C. That is you are having 2. Okay. So if you are simplifying this one, you are getting this implies A is equal to 1. Yeah. That's all, student. You got the solution now. I will substitute the ABC value in the general solution. What is the general solution means? This is a general solution. In this general solution, I want to substitute now. Okay. Yeah. A into 1 power 1 and B into 2 power n plus C into 3 power n is there. So therefore, you are getting a general solution is looking like that. A n is equal to A into 1 power n. What is the A value? That is you have 1. Okay. So just you are writing 1 into 1 power n plus B into 2 power n. So what is B here? Actually the B value is minus 1. So therefore minus 1 into 2 power n plus C into, what is C? Actually C value is 2. We find it already. That is C into 3 power n. So that's you have. Yeah, I am rewriting by doing simplification. 1 into 1 power n is always 1 only. You can write 1, it is enough. But if you are writing this one as minus, it is better. Minus 2 power n and plus 2 into 3 power n. So that's all, student. So this is a general solution of the given equation. With the help of this idea, you can solve all the problem by especially the homogeneous equation. So I am highlighting what is the homogeneous equation here means. So homogeneous equation is nothing. Whenever you have a recurrence relation, in that recurrence relation only AJ terms are there, other than that nothing is there. So here AJ term, AJ term, AJ term and AJ term. Every term you have a AJ, and without A, that is a AJ means that is a suffix something. Okay. If you are having some other term, but that term does not having a suffix, means that is called non-homogeneous. If you are having homogeneous, this is the idea to solve.